With that, Cindy, Ms. Good, would you please take it away?
Thank you, Arlinda. That was very kind of you. While she did say that I am leading the whole thing, I am not. This is definitely a group effort. People like Arlinda, people like Jackie French, who are here, Jaime. It's a government and industry collaboration where we're truly just working to see where is a need that we can bridge. So I'll quickly just talk about the challenge, and then we can just go into the fun of it of trying to get the discussions and meat of this. This challenge really stems from hosting several innovative engagements in partnership with the acquisition community of interest, really with the purpose of seeing how we can make acquisitions better. In 2020, we put together a Shark Tank to identify how emerging technologies can help streamline the acquisition lifecycle. We learned there about machine learning and how it can flag potential instances of fraud. We also learned about how automation, we also learned about intelligent automation for automating contract modifications. In 2021, we held an ideation event really to hear from the acquisition professionals themselves on particular challenges that they're facing throughout the life cycle. And in that event, we prioritized 3 particular themes around processes and policy, requirements, and automation, of which we then kind of try to work together to identify potential solutions. What we want to do now is really to continue the momentum of these open innovation activities through what you're seeing here is the tech challenge. This time, however, it's continuing to build off what we did, but it's truly trying to bring in the co-creation with the representation of key stakeholders and build out a collaborative, innovative ecosystem involving federal agencies of all sizes, big, medium, small, both in defense and civilian, industry, both large and small, but with specific emphasis in the small businesses, particularly as why we're having this roundtable. In addition to the non-traditional organizations, as we also try to understand the barriers of entry that they're having. And then the last group is academia. We hope that the tech challenge activities can then bring awareness and understanding about the acquisition ecosystem on how to better streamline the identification and adoption of emerging tech. And we also hope that the tech challenge itself can then be an opportunity where at the end of the day, every agency gets the value and not just one. Particularly, we hope that we can also increase the visibility of what those outcomes are so that the ecosystem can then take advantage of either taking the artifacts, taking the lessons learned and best practices, or just taking advantage of learning more and getting that knowledge. The tech challenge, as you can see on the boxes on the left-hand side, really first consisted of applying a gap analysis. And where we're at right now, it's going to be followed by a series of roundtable with you all, the small business, the government, and incubators. We then anticipate the challenge itself to roll that out, which will include a white paper. We are working with government agencies and or other innovation hubs to see how we might get potential resources and funding for potential R&D efforts so that ultimately we have a pilot. I think we're also looking at maybe developing an acquisition maturity model to really help both government and industry help determine what levers they have or need to enable the identification and piloting of emerging tech. And so as you can see, we're at the beginning stages. We have a great group, as I said, from both industry and government. Arlinda, Jackie, Jaime have all been phenomenal. And there's other people behind the scenes who are also leading other roundtables that you'll also get to know and learn of. And so I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And I'm looking forward to also seeing your participation across this entire journey. Jackie, I'll pass it over to you if I missed anything.